Right, welcome everyone to Trance Q&A. I'm just going to now allow Kate to do the opening prayer, followed by the Spirit's philosophy.
Good evening, everyone. Can we just close our eyes to pray? Dear Lord, in the darkness and chaos of the world at this moment in time, we thank you for the light of your love and for your presence here with us this evening. It helps us to communicate, it lights our way, and it helps develop ourselves. It helps us to grow spiritually, and your presence encourages us onward. So thank you for your help, as always. And thank you to Spirit for their advice and their love, and for the lighting the way forward for their students. Amen.
My child, what a beautiful prayer you have just spoken. Many will not understand your feeling that was placed within the word. They are important to understand because you see, you are reaching out to the realms of spirit. You are reaching out, wanting to understand of eternal life. Man does not understand the fullness of what life really is. They think that life begins when you are born to the world, when you take of your first breath. Yet you are alive in the realms of spirit, where you are growing, where you are nurturing, where you are receiving greater understanding. You are brought to the world to learn many lessons. You are shown your path before you even take the breath upon the living world. You have to face many challenges. You have to endure much pain. You must feel the tears. You must feel the heartaches. Because once you've endured, once you have suffered, that is when you reach out mostly to the realms of spirit, asking them, teach me thy ways, teach me thy ways, so that I can go forward, finding greater knowledge, finding greater peace, finding more love, gaining so much that when I leave of the body of the earth, all that I have gained, all that I have received, I can take with me back into the realms of spirit, where I can go forward, where I can once again go back to the school of learning, to put in order all that I have learned within life, within material life. And once everything is put together, when everything is shown and explained, once you are at peace once again within yourself, you reach out once again and you call upon the elders. Teach me thy ways, teach me thy ways, so that I can grow into the higher realms, where I can gain greater knowledge. You ask so much of Spirit, and Spirit will give to you freely. Do not be afraid to ask of what questions that you feel you need to ask. If we understand the question, you will receive the truth of the answer. If we do not understand the question, we will explain to you why we do not understand. Because you understand this, my children. In the realms of spirit, yes, we gain great knowledge. The man within life, they gain a knowledge that is not for man in spirit, the spirit man to understand. This is again why we ask a question in the realms of spirit when you come forward, because you see there are words that you speak that are not of the language we understand in spirit. There are deeds that you do that we do not recognize in the realms of spirit. So we are learning from you. This is all part and parcel of the progression of understanding. You see, you gain from the elders of the knowledge of past, but we are gaining knowledge from you of the future. So, my children, please, when you ask of your questions, do not be afraid to ask of what you feel, not just words, for words are meaningless. Feelings, that is the important. Now I know Sister Safina, she is waiting to come to speak to you, so that she can answer the questions that you are about to ask. God bless you.
Hello, my children. It has been a while since I've been able to come and speak through the vessel. Yes, I know that we come when we can, because the vessel has many duties within life. But we are always here, willing and waiting for you to come. I know that many times you say, there are not many in the group. It does not matter how many in your group come. Those that are searching for the seeking of the knowledge of truth, they are the ones that will find the answers. And I know that each and every one of you, within your hearts, you are seeking, and that is why you will find. And once you find, your eyes are open. And when your eyes are open, you're able to see all that Spirit has been given to you is correct. And you are then able to work upon your own visions of what has been placed before you. Now I am waiting for your questions, and I will answer accordingly. God bless you.
Good evening, Sister. May I have your permission for others to ask their questions?
Brother, it always is a pleasure for you to speak, and it is always a pleasure for your group to ask of the questions. So I thank you for asking for permission.
Thank you. First person on the list today is Kate. I'm just going to mute you now, Kate.
Thank you. Good evening, Sister Safina.
Hello, my child. Lovely to hear your voice. You know, it is always a pleasure, because you see, when you speak, my child, you speak from the heart. And when you speak from the heart, it comes through on your vibrations of your voice, and it is uplifting to many. So I am now waiting to hear of your question. God bless you.
Thank you. There are an increasing number of people here on Earth who say they've had out-of-body experiences where they've left the body on a bed in perhaps an operating theatre, and they floated away into the etheric and had a wonderful experience. There's a second set of people who say that they have actually died and that guides have come from heaven and taken them up there, and that they've spoken to Jesus and the angels, but then they are sent back to earth. Now, is this just whimsy on their part? Whimsy being just fantasy? Or does this actually happen? Do they actually die
Let
and
me
go to heaven?
explain to you, my child. You have asked 2 questions in one, and I will answer accordingly to you.
Sorry.
No. Do not say sorry. I am pleased that you have asked the question the way that you have, because you see, my child, there are many that will take that of what you call the astral travel journey, because their loved ones have come to them. And as they come close to them, they're connected to their inner spirit. And the inner spirit has connected with the loved one that has come. And they are being taken on a journey so that they are able to see the life beyond the living of the material. And they are shown much. So it helps them to understand there is no death. There is a life beyond your living body, because there are many within the world, within your life, that say there is no place to go. Once you die, you die. That's the end of it. You are in the ground, you are ashes. But there is a life beyond, and loved ones come close to help those that doubt to go on that journey so they doubt no more. But I will tell you, there are those that say they have had the death experience. Yes. Do you know, my child, every night you go to sleep, you have a near-death experience, because when you're in the deepness of your sleep, your breathing slows right down. Your heart comes to virtually a standstill, and a sudden shock can stop your heart from beating and your breath from breathing. So you see, there are many that do not understand. They have near-death experiences. But there are those that have had accidents. There are those through health conditions that have nearly taken them to the realms of spirit, but they have never gone right over into the realms. No one, let me explain to you, no one will stand before Jesus Christ himself, because you see, Jesus Christ was known as the Son of God, and the Son of God stands at the side of the Father God, and no one has ever reached into that direction till they have come through the many stairs within the realms. You understand?
Yes, I do.
There are many, my child, that will have the experience, but there are those that will exaggerate the experience, or just a case of being in a sleep state. You understand?
Yes.
I love the question you asked, my child. I liked it because you see, you asked of the 2 questions in one. And that helps you to understand it is possible that your loved ones can come close to you, connect with your inner spirit, and help your inner spirit to go on that journey. But you also doubted those that say they have the near-death experience. You see, yourself, my dear, you asked the question because you felt that you had seen Jesus Christ yourself. But that was not possible. You understand?
Yes, I do. Yes.
God bless you, my child. Do you have another question?
Not at the moment. So
God
thank you
bless
very much.
And thank you very much once again.
Thank you. God bless.
Yeah. The next person on the list is I. Just unmute you now, Elaine.
Thank you. Hello, Sister Safena.
Hello, my child. Lovely to hear your voice once again. What is your question, my child, please?
So my question is it easier for animals to accept the transition compared to people?
Oh, yes. Yes. You see, man within life, they have many journeys within their life. They have many experiences, and they love the journey they go through. And they do not want to leave of the physical body. They want to hold on as long as they can. Yes, there are those that will go with ease because they accept that time must come. But many are afraid because they do not understand what is before them. But animals of the earth, although you see them as loving creatures, calm and mild, they fear nothing. They fear nothing because they know that within themselves there is peace within the journey yet to come for them. They are more aware of spirit than man is itself, because you see the creatures up there, they work on the vibrations of their senses, where man does not use their senses. They tend to see, they tend to hear, they tend to feel, but they don't work with their senses, where the creatures of the earth, they know when spirit is close, and when spirit is close, they understand of the vibrations they are bringing towards them. Because you see, everyone within your material life has to take the last breath. Every creature within your world will have to take the last breath. But you look, my child, look around you and see these things that happen. You see, there are creatures that have to go to a vet, to what you call the injection, to help them to take the transition into the realms of spirit. You do not see the creature fight against it. The creature goes with that of calmness, because they are aware, they are sensing that their time of the earth has come, and their new journey in the realms of spirit is just beginning. So yes, it is easier for that of an animal to take the transition, lot easier than man itself, you understand?
I do, Safena. Thank you for that answer and all the detail.
You're welcome, my child. Do you have another question, please?
I do. It was just to expand on that. So I was just thinking about the connection that you have with your animals that you look after. is it because we've talked about people taking the transition, and we've just discussed, well, you've just given an answer about how it's harder, can be harder for some, because they miss their loved ones and grieve their loved ones. Does that go on as well with animals, or is it a bit different? Like, how much of an understanding do they have of that?
Let me explain to you. They do not grieve as man would grieve for one of life. What the creatures do, they take the love, they take all the love that was shown towards them. They build their energies with the love that was given from man freely, and they connect with that love. It is within their memories. And when it comes to the time of the transition of man, they will be placed before, and man will have understood that once there is no body, everything is about using senses, working with vibrations. That is the way of speaking to the creatures that have taken the transition before, you understand?
I do understand. Thank you so much, Safena. Bless you.
My child, please, I love to listen to your questions. They are very important to you. But you see, my child, you are learning something very important. You are learning the most important thing of all. You're learning to sense. You're learning to feel the energies of spirit. And once you've learned that of the truth that you feel within yourself, you have no worries. You have no questions, because automatically it will come directly to you, and you will feel at peace within yourself. You understand?
I do. Thank you for that, Safena.
You are welcome, my child.
Bless you.
Right. Next person on the list is Joe. I'm just going to mute you now, Joe.
Okay. Good evening, Sister Safena.
Hello, my child. Lovely to hear your voice once again. It has been quite some time, but you know we understand that the duties of life do take priorities. So may I ask now, my child, what is your question, please?
First of all, could I have some spiritual guidance again, please?
My child, I will give freely towards you. Listen carefully to me. You see, journey of life will always place obstacles in front of you. There will be obstacles that you will be able to remove. There will be obstacles that you will be able to get around. There will be obstacles that you will be able to get over. But then there will be some obstacles that are very hard to get away from. At this moment of time, you have an obstacle in front of you that you're finding it difficult to work your itorsika to get yourself through. Let me tell you, there are 5 in the realms of spirit, family tie connected to you, who are very strong, and you are sensing their presence around you, and they are helping you to get around, to go over, to move. They are placing things before you to give you strength and to give you guidance. I will say this to you, my child. The future for you is brighter than you think. You worry inwardly. You do not let anyone understand of your feelings within, but you look around you. And yes, my child, you do see the obstacles that we are speaking of at this moment of time. You understand?
Yes.
You see, my child, always remember, those in the realms of spirit that loved you within life, love you still, and they will be there to help you, to guide you, to give you strength, to give you healing. You will see changes that you will make yourself start to unfold very shortly, and you will see how others will fall before you. You understand?
Yes, yes, I do. Thank you.
What is your other question, my child?
Well, on Earth at the moment, people, there is a lot of aggression and hate, and it's just getting worse. How can we stop it, prevent it, or how can we deal with it?
Let me explain to you, my child. I do thank you for the question that you have just asked. We in spirit, we see so much of the turmoil within the material world, and we see the bitterness that is growing. We see the hatred. We see the violence. We also hear of those who are talking of what you call the climate change. Let me tell you, the world changes every time within centuries. And what is happening at this moment is the changes are taking place within the atmosphere of the energies of the earth and the universe. They are more or less clashing together, and this is causing so much of destruction within the world. And this is why man has become afraid. And because man has become afraid of the entities and the energies that are placed around them, they become angry, they become frustrated, they become that of fearing of what is to come. And they say, this is everybody else's fault. It is not everybody's fault. It is nobody's fault. It's the way of the universe. It is the way of the energies that are bringing changes. You will hear them say, you are seeing the world that is burning. You are seeing the world that is flooding. These things are taking place because the world is altering with the energies that are being placed. It is not of what man has done. It is what the universe will bring to change. But there are things that man can do, and that is unite together to help to bring the energies of love back within that of the universe and within your world. And once they can find that peace within themselves, they will see a world that has changed for the better. You understand?
Yes. Let's hope it happens.
It will happen, my child. But as you know, man is very stubborn, and it takes time. Time that many say is running out. It can start today if man would stop looking at what is taking place and stop fearing the fears of what is before them. Because once they learn, nothing will change unless they change themselves to adapt within their new life to come. You understand?
I do. Thank you so much, Sister Safena.
You
Bless
are
you.
welcome, my child.
Thank you.
Right, the next person on the list is Pauline. So I'm muting you, Pauline.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. Lovely to see that beautiful smile once again. And you know, I was waiting for you to come because you see, you waited till the last moment, because do I, don't I, will I, won't I, want to come upon. And then you said, let me do this. So you came upon. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your question, my child?
Yeah, I often observe with some trance mediums as they sit waiting for the spirit to come. I always hear the same noises around them, and it sort of as spirits sort of come nearer, it gets louder. It's like a sort of a whooshing sound. That's the only way I can describe it, really. But I don't hear that with the vessel because I believe you're already around anyway. So, that's why I don't hear it. And I never used to hear it with my mum either when she went into trance. So I was just wondering what this is.
I will explain to you that, my child. At first, I was going to make what you call a jest by saying, were they in trance or were they asleep snoring? You understand? But then, when you spoke of the swirling sound that was there, and you could hear it, this is because the energies were building around them, and you could hear the vibrations of the energies that was waiting to enter into the being, so that the spirit can then connect. And once spirit can connect, they can enter in and use up the voice of the vessels that are true. You say you do not hear it with the vessel. I will explain to you why you do not. You see, once you have said that we will have the group upon a certain time of a certain day, we come closer to the vessel long before he allows us to come within, to speak through his voice. We are preparing him. We are preparing the spirit within, and we are preparing ourselves to take control. You also said you did not hear it with your mother. No, mother was true to spirit, and because she was true to spirit, she opened up freely to allow them to enter, to take control, where others within life, they do not open up, they do not let the spirit take control. They like to be in control and only allow spirit to come certainly close, but not close enough. You understand?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that explanation. That makes sense. And yeah.
Well, my child, let me explain to you. I like you asking the questions. Others may say that is a silly question to ask, but it is not, because you see, the one thing you are doing, you are using your senses. You are using your senses when you go to see other trance mediums, and you are sensing where the spirits are with them, but you do not see them being taken control of. You understand?
Yes, yes.
And that is important, my child. You see, let me explain something to you. You are a gifted child within your own race, and spirit connects with you in many ways. But you see, you have learned something that a lot of people within life do not. You learned at an early age to sense, to feel, to be aware of. You understand?
Yes.
That is why, my child, You ask of the questions. You need reassurance that what you are receiving and feeling is a truth of yourself. You understand?
Yes, yes.
God bless you. Now, do you have another question, my dear?
Yes, I do. Last night, I was woken up to see it was like a window, and in this window was lots of different shapes, particularly long rectangle ones, and inside it was like wavy patterns, and I don't know whether it was sort of a form of communication. And as I was looking,
My dear.
oh, sorry, as I was looking at this, it was like this window was moving towards me. Then I must have gone back to sleep. But I know I didn't dream it because, you know, as I say, I was aware of all these different shapes. So can
Please,
you
first of all, my child, may I please apologize for interrupting your question when you was asking us. You said that you saw of what you call a window. That is the window to spirit. It is that of a portal. Everyone looks at portals and automatically think they are settled. A portal comes in many shapes, and comes with many colors. You said that you could see movement of lights, that of shadows within. You could see that of movements. That is because the spirits were coming closer toward you. They were coming closer toward you because in the week to come, there is a memory to spirit, and spirit want to make you aware that they are aware of this also. And that is why they have come close towards you. You are a gifted child. And once you can see that the portal, once you can see of the vision within, you start to sense more. You start to feel more. And you will see spirit come closer toward you, even stronger. You understand?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
You see, my child, it is always a pleasure to have the questions asked. And when you talk in the manner you do, you talk of material by saying a window, because you see, it is the window to spirit. It is the window that you look through. But truly, it is a portal that's being placed before you. But we in spirit, we like to make things very simple for man to see. You understand?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
God bless you, my child.
Yeah. Bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next person on the list is Marie. I'm just muting you now, Marie.
Thank you. Good evening, Sister Savannah.
Hello, my child. Lovely to see you and hear your voice once again. What is your question, please, my child?
Yes, well, I can't understand why in the 21st century that mankind is all over the world is purposely being so cruel and wicked to animals. Why hasn't mankind evolved enough by now to know that this is really bad and they shouldn't be doing it? I can't understand it, you see.
I can done on also. Please forgive me. I spoke very briefly in my native tongue because I understood the words you were speaking. Man is not what they pretend to be. what is happening within the world of your 21st century is man only takes care of himself. They say, we love the cats, the dogs, the horses, the elephants, and yet they go out of their way to harm them. They go out of their way to destroy them. And they turn and say, but we love all creatures. Yes, they do, as long as they are not around them. You see, man, we cannot fathom within the realms of spirit why they are acting this way. You see, man is very selfish. Let me place something before you, my child, so that you can understand what I am speaking of. There is the gentleman, sees a lovely little puppy, and he likes the looks of a little puppy. And he said, I'm going to take it home. And he sits, and he looks, and he cuddles. But then the creature starts to do what comes naturally by having little accidents. So when the man then sees the accidents that are taking place, they start to then rub the dog's nose into it. They start to throw them out into the garden, and they forget what they first saw. They only see that they are not teaching that animal, the creature within life, to grow. So this is man then saying, I do not want this. This isn't what I am looking at. And they turn them out into the street. Many will survive, many will be taken into the care, but many will be killed through that of the foolishness of the silliness of man, you understand?
Yes, yes, I do.
Man is very, very foolish, because if only they could look at the creatures God has given to them, they could gain so much love. They could feel so much at peace within themselves. The cat, the dog, the horse, the elephant, the cow, whatever the creature may be, has nothing of man apart from love. You understand?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to ask of me, my child?
Well, yes, I would, because a friend of mine has a dog that will have to be return to spirit soon because of a serious illness. And the thing my friend is concerned about, the dog's best friend will not know where my friend's dog has gone. Can we explain to the dog's best friend what is happening? They don't live in the same house, you see. I don't know how to help the dog that will be feeling most upset.
Let me explain something to you, my dear. It is very simple to answer that question for you. First of all, I am coming to man before I come to the creatures of the earth. Let me tell you, when a man has taken the transition into the realms of spirit, before they go on their journey, they will visit their loved one who was not able to be close to them before their transition, to make them aware that they are around them. The same happens to the creatures, the cats and the dogs. When there is a closeness and the time is coming for one or the other to take their transition, the senses of their energies of the spirit will get up within, will take them to that of the friend, and the friend will be aware that knowing they are no longer of the earth, and once they know this, they are preparing to meet them in the realms of spirit, so the connection does not break. It is a connection that I will say. They are aware, they visit, and that will be connected strongly together till they are as one once again. You understand?
Yes, yes, thank you, lovely. Thank you.
You are welcome, my child. You see, this is what man forgets. When you are born into the world, you are born to a mother, and you are given a father, and the bond between all grows and connects. So when one leaves of that group of the mother, the father, the child, if they are not close to them at the time of transition, they will make their presence known towards them. And that is the same with the creatures within life. So I'll leave those words with you, my dear.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Savannah. Thank
You are
you.
welcome, my child, and please, I listen to your voice, and I know that you are sincere. I know that you are loving when you speak of the words that links with animals of the world. You know, my child, that they connect with you and you connect with them. That is important. If there was more within your life that could do this connection, then it would be better for all. You understand?
Yes, yes, I think so. Yes,
God
Thank
bless you, my child.
thank you. Mhm.
Right, next person on the list is Kate. I'm just unmuting you now, Kate.
Hello, I'm back again.
Oh, I'm very pleased that you are back again, my child. I thought you had fallen asleep.
Oh, nearly.
Bless you. What is your question, my dear?
Somebody, another medium who's sometimes on the question and answers, was talking about spiritual walk-ins a couple of weeks ago, and I did not understand at all what this meant. And she said it's about people swapping over kind of their missions down here, because they're not that, I don't know what, au fait with the 101. Now, this it seems incredibly complicated to me. Is this allowed to happen, that people can swap with
No.
another the journey?
No.
Good.
Impossible. Impossible. You see, the journey that your inner spirit has taken is within you. You, the material body, and it is connected with you and will not be able to leave of your body till the transition takes place. And no one can say that one can step out and another steps in. It doesn't work that way. You see, many will say, when one takes a transition into the realms of spirit, automatically, once they have left of one physical body, they will be taken into another physical body to start the journey again. No, it is not possible, because you see, all that they have learned within the life, within the body, the spirit has to go forward and has to be cleansed and has to grow. And as it grows, it's a time gone by of many years before any spirit can be given an opportunity to come back within a body itself. You understand?
Yeah, I do now you've said it. Thank you. Thank you.
My child, we listen to man. A man is very confusing because you see, we have learned something very important with being in the realms of spirit. Nothing has changed where man is concerned over the centuries of time, because man exaggerates. They always make up a story, and when they make up a story, it expands, and they want others to think that what they have exaggerated upon, what they have felt, is something that is true, and it spreads, and it is false. What man has to learn to understand is first of all themselves. They have to learn to understand their kind. They have to learn to understand their own spirit. And once they connect in the way that it's meant to be, you have heard words spoken through the vessel. Peace of mind, heart and body, be at one, be at peace. Because when you are at peace within yourself, everything connects together and you can see things clearly, you understand.
Yes, I do now, but it sounded tremendously complicated and unnecessary, to be honest. So,
Well, my child, let me put it in a very simple way for you. Would you like your spirit to take a step aside and to have a strange spirit come within you? You
absolutely
would not.
not.
You would not, my child. So therefore it is nonsense. The same as if one takes a transition and you go straight into another body that is being born to the world. The spirit that's entering into the new body has not had time to be cleansed, so therefore will be full of all the knowledge that life has brought towards, and they would be so superior within. You
Yeah.
understand, my child?
Yes, I could imagine people doing it.
Well, they'll
So-
say, I can explain something to you, my child. You will have the one that will listen to the words that are spoken through the vessel, and they will start to say, oh, well, Spirit have told me that Spirit will come and take you over. Spirit will move your inner spirit out, and you will be full of great knowledge. What a load of what you call a pumpkin. You understand?
I do. Thank you very much indeed.
You are welcome, my child. Do you have another question, please?
No, not at this moment, I don't, Safena.
God bless
But
you,
thank
my
you
child.
this evening.
Right, the next person on the list is Elaine. Just moving you now.
Hello again, Sister Safena.
Oh, dear, not you again. My child, it is lovely to always hear your voice. Then you make me smile. You uplift me when you speak of your questions. Because you see, when you ask of your questions, the words automatically come. Ask, you will receive. Seek, and you shall find. What is your question, please, my child?
It was just following up from Kate there. Is it people just making up stuff or people interpreting their spirit wrongly?
My
That
child,
you're getting all this stuff that's just rubbish?
let me explain something to you. I will try to explain in the simplest of ways for you to understand. What man does within life, they see something that is different. They hear words spoken about the things that they have seen that is different, that they cannot understand themselves. A man always exaggerates. Man will expand and put things there that is not there. If I was to say to you these words, I went into my sleep, and I could see a spirit within my thought waves. And the spirit took my hand, and they placed something within, but I did not see what they had placed. Then you speak to what you call a medium, who will say to you, "Oh yes, I have just been told that they placed the gold coin. It is ancient. It is one that is of time gone by. So you do not understand what was given. So when someone has said what it is, you believe them. You say, oh, it was. But you see, spirit do not always place things into the palm of the hand in the sense of material. You see, you could have had the dream of the spirit that took your hand and they placed a heart within, a heart that you could feel the beating of, but you could not see it. Because you could not see it, you felt it was not there. You understand?
I do. It's just frustrating.
My child, yes, please. I say these words to you because you are a beautiful young lady, one that is being nurtured slowly, and one that is not afraid to ask questions. You have got to learn that when someone says something to you, go by the vibrations within yourself to whether you feel it is right or whether you feel it is wrong. Don't just accept the words that are given, because it's part of your progression. You see, my child, you can walk into a temple and there could be 3 mediums that sit together, and you ask every one of them the same question, and they will all interpret it differently. So then you are more confused of what was given to you in the first place. You understand?
Josephine, I thank you for that.
You are welcome, my child. This is why we like to use the vessel, because you see, the vessel does not know what words we speak. It does not know that you have asked the question until the brother does what he has to do when it is recorded for that of the vessel to see. And you know, he too is very surprised with the answers we give towards. You understand?
I do. It's lovely, so it's good.
God bless you, my child.
Bless you.
Next person on the list is Pauline. Just unmute you, Pauline.
Good evening again.
Hello, my child. I love to hear your voice when you just say hello again, as though it's to say, I'm here. Yes, my dear. What is your question, please?
It's to do with music, really. I believe each musical note represents a certain colour. And if that is right, it must be wonderful in the spirit world, because I believe that music must be very important.
Let me explain to you, my child, before you go any further. The note that sounds of the music does not represent any color whatsoever.
Right.
When you listen to music and you listen to the sound, you listen to the vibration, you go with what you sense, with what you feel. And if you feel that of the color yellow, then yellow to you it is. But I could say to you, I can listen to the same note. I can listen to the vibration, and I could say it was black. Everything has a purpose, and what you have to do is when you listen to the vibrations of music, the sound of the music, remember, it is you that is receiving, and because you are receiving, you are sensing, and once you are sensing the color. So please, my child, do not look at a note or a sound as to say, because it's a D, it's got to be gold. If it's a C, it's got to be blue. It is not. It's what you feel within yourself, to what color you are sensing, you understand?
Yes, yes, I do. Thank you for clarifying that one. Yeah.
Now, please forgive me, because you see, I love your questions. You ask questions that no one else would think of asking. But you see, the only reason you're asking the question is because someone has told you that the colors have a meaning, that this tone has a meaning for this color. It may be for them, but not for you. So no one should place anything upon you for you to say, I hear this sound, so it's got to be this color. No, my child. If you listen to the sounds and the vibrations of the music that is being placed, you do not sense the one color. You sense the colors of the rainbow that all start to come together as one to make the vibration so peaceful, you understand?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
God bless you, my child.
Bless you. But can I ask, music must be very important in the spirit world, I would imagine.
We listen to the sounds, but we do not listen to the music as such, like man does within life. The music of the sounds in the realms of spirit is the sound of the nature, the sound of that of the wind, the sound of that of the sun, the sound from the moon, the sound from the stars. They are all sounds to us, and they have a strong vibration towards. When we listen to the music of man, is because when the newness of those who have taken that transition, they bring that sound towards, but we hear it the once, then it is taken, and we're back to listening to the most important of all, the music of the universe, the sounds of the wind, the crashing of that of the planets together. You will understand when you come to the realms what I have just spoken of. You understand?
Yes, yes. Thank you. That
Let
sounds
me,
beautiful.
my beautiful child, I have just been coming forward to say something to you which you will understand even more. When you come into the realms of spirit, you remember as a child, you would listen to a record called A Rock Around the Clock by that of Elvis Presley using spirit.
Yeah.
Would you be able to do the dancing of the rock and roll to the music in spirit? No, you would not, because there'd be nobody to make the move. You understand?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
God bless you, my child.
Bless you. Thank you.
Right, the final person on the list is Marie. Just unmuting you, Marie.
Thank you, Kyle. Yes, Sister Savannah, I would like a little bit of advice I have a relation that will be making the transition to spirit soon, and she hasn't told me she's afraid, but she gets quite agitated for it seems for no reason, and I feel that she may be afraid. She knows she's going to transition to spirit, and could you give me some advice how I could help her to be calm and help her to not be so afraid, please?
My child, let me explain to you. Just being at her side, just holding her hand to put her at peace, so that if she takes the transition while you are close towards her, she will feel your strength that will help her to take the transition with peace. Man within life, you will hear them say, I do not fear death. I only fear what I'm leaving behind. They do fear death because they do not understand what lies before them. You see, my child, where life is concerned, with the ignorance of many, they will say to you, there is a heaven, there is a hell, and if you do good, you will go to the heavens. If you do wrong, you will go to hell. All man within life will do something wrong within that period of time. And once they do, they will then have that fear within them. Where am I to go? Will I go to heaven? Will I go to hell? I can reassure each and every one of you. When it comes to the transition, you will go forward into the realms of spirit. You will have no fear. You will be at peace. You will rejoice once you have been greeted with the loved ones that have gone before, who have been waiting. So you see, my child, the very simple thing you can do is to hold their hand, speak to them with love, to give them the understanding that you are by their side when it comes to the transition. You understand?
Yes, yes, I do. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Please, I wish to say something to you. Please forgive. The vessel that I use, that you see before you, many years ago, he had a friend that would take him around to the churches to see his demonstration of trance and connecting with spirit. And she said, I do not fear death. I thank you for what I have been given. The young lady then was given that of an illness you call of the cancer. And as she lay dying, he asked her husband to ask the vessel to come to her side, which he did. He sat, he held her hand, and he told her, do not fear of what is before you. Her eyes closed, but then she sat up. She screamed in a sound that vibrated through the room and said, I do not want to die. And the vessel said, you are not going to die. You are going to live. You will find the joy that your new life will bring to you. Her eyes closed, the breath stopped. She had taken the transition. Just the simplest of words was given, you understand?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, thank you.
God bless you, my
Thank
child.
you. Mhm.
Right, that's every question for tonight. If you would like to give your ending philosophy and return the vessel, sister.
God bless you, my brother. And once again, I thank you for allowing me to use the vessel. I thank you for allowing people within the group to come and ask their questions. You see, it is a case of, as you will receive, seek and you shall find. Everyone, they will walk away from the group tonight, and they will be asking questions within their thoughts, and things will start to be placed into order for them. And this is how they find the truth of spirit. Because you see, brother, let me explain to you. Man within life can lie, will lie, do lie. But we in spirit, we cannot lie. We must not lie. Because you see, you have the saying within your life, he that lies will soon be found out, and a liar must have a good memory. So I leave those words with you, brother, and I hand back once again the vessel to his voice and body to speak to you all once again, as he leaves with that of the love of spirit that once again has come around. The energies of spirit have brought this eventide. They have been in abundance. The energies of love is so strong. Man should learn to accept the power that spirit can bring. It is not a miracle. They bring it freely. If only man could learn to accept it freely as well. So I say God bless to each and every one of you. God bless you.